Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Souls 2. The last episode we finished off the last of the DLC by killing basically a gang squad. And in this episode we are back in the Huntsman's Copse because I am going to be clear, since honestly we don't have much until the end of the game and I'm trying to hold off till at least the DLCs are done. I'm going to be clearing up doing some things I forgot, so see that Colosseum up there? We're going there now.
And I'm going to try my fucking best to stay awake for this.
You heard him. Because unfortunately, this is like, I think, the third recording we've done now in a row.
Something like that.
And it's currently like nearly 6 o'clock in the morning now. We've been doing this mostly all night.
We've been doing this since...
For a while now.
I will verify this. We've been doing this shit since... about 3 in the morning.
Yeah, so that's roughly about it. In the meantime, we have a new enemy. We have the Torturer. These guys are interesting. They have dark magic, but can induce bleed. But they're very easy to avoid and just backstab. And plus, at my level at this point, they're basically a triviality at best. Also, I have a new toy that I'm oh so in love with now. Dark Greatsword. It's just too good. And now we have this section. There are 4 of these guys in pillars. If you're not careful, you can accidentally pull them all at once. Or pull them all, but it's better to do them one at a time, so... And as always, just once you avoid the attack, you can just sneak around and backstab them. And then prepare to pull the next guy. This is also the second variant of the Torturers right now, the Whip variant. You can actually drop... And these guys are the ones in which you can actually drop their weapons. Unfortunately, you cannot get that very improbably cool halberd of theirs. Not allowed. Nor can you get their armor, which makes me even sad. But you can get a bunch of correct red eye orbs from them. That is something you can get. Yeah, we just got these 2 left, so not a whole lot else to say. Just the same thing as before. Oh. Kill them before they kill you. Stuff like that. I really wish they drop their weapon, because that is a cool weapon and I would definitely use.
I say the armor.
Yeah, well, of course the armor. It goes without saying, but if I had to compromise, I would at least take the weapon at least. And finally we're at this bridge that leads us to the Colosseum. One thing as well, do not fall off this bridge. Yet still people fall off this bridge. I don't want to do that.
You can tell by all the bloodstains.
Yeah. But these bloodstains are also more so for this guy guarding the Undead Purgatory, the Great Sword Blacksmith, Black Phantom. This is the guy I mentioned. Like, he is a famous Black Phantom. For usually your first time, this guy completely wrecks your shit. Fortunately, that's not the case because I just promptly shoved my proverbial boot up his arse. So with that said, we have a cool boss ahead. I like this boss a lot, so let's begin.
And this is the first time I've actually ever physically seen this thing.
Hell yes. It's
It's 6 in the fucking morning, but hey. Look, fuck you, skeleton.
Welcome to the Executioner's Chariot. This is, again, as I mentioned, an improbably cool boss. This entire stage of the Undead Purgatory is actually the boss level. And throughout this we have some skeletons we have to deal with, but they're all powered by a necromancer. If we kill them, they pretty much stay permanently dead. Basically, the whole point of this fight is to avoid the executioner and just kind of make your way up there, make your way up. And that's generally what you do. Plus, it is always humorous to watch the chariot just run over the skeletons as he does. So we're just gonna make progress as we can. So he makes his way around, delightfully running over the skeletons to are trying to impede our path and try to murder us. And we have this final final one. Final necromancer. Sorry, I can't speak right now because it's been several recordings late now. So we're just gonna kill off the rest of these skeletons before we proceed with the end of this fight. Because we are almost done with phase 1. In fact, if I'm actually lucky... Ooh. He might do my job for me. Thank you, Executioner. Like I said, this is my favorite boss. Like, this is even a boss that you can do multiple ways. Like, if I wanted to be a very punk, I could hide in one of these, like, alcoves and just hit him with magic until he basically dies. But we're not going to do that, because that is not the way. So we're going to pull this lever instead, which will activate part 2. As well as probably one of my favorite reactions ever. The Executioner actually screams in pain and panic. Now here's our real boss, the horse. The horse basically acts very similar to the bulls, actually, from Dark Souls. With, you know, dark magic breath and, you know, being a horse with 2 heads.
Came me that
and here's
the
our new
horse
toy,
is
the Dark Greatsword. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's one thing the horse can do, is he can actually do a charge to hurt you, and he also has this stomp. I am getting all the damage right now, and I'm dead.
You gotta be kidding me. That the horse is the boss.
The horse is the actual boss, yes.
What the fuck?
This is all, and actually as a fun note I should mention, usually when you go to this boss and you read the messages outside its gate, usually you'll see messages involving a horse. This is like basically the only place where it kind of makes sense in context. Horse ahead, ahoy. But yeah, we'll be back straight into, I guess, phase 2 of the fight then. And wait once more for the chariot to pass by. Love that. Love. Stay classy, Executioner's Chariot. Never lose that charm, that spirit of yours. I will be sad the day, like, this guy, like, is gone. And with that said, a horse is suddenly visions of horse. And I lost my chance of... Yeah, this is another move you can do, which is basically a breath, but you can easily get around him for that reason. He's usually very, like, resistant to, like, dark magic, but in my case, so... My magic is so strong that I can basically just overpower him. Also, my camera is having some slight trouble trying to keep up with this. As yet another thing he can do, in which he can alternate the breaths to actually go inwards and then out. But fortunately, I believe our horseman is dead now. And then we have the Soul of the Executioner's Chariot. Alright, where is he? There we go. Soul of the Executioner's Chariot that holds control over the Undead Purgatory. The chariot was created only to torment undead. It took the form of a horrendous mad steed, a window into the soul of its master. And, if I look correctly, here's the charioteer himself. So dead. Look at how dead this man is. It's glorious. The soul items you can collect up, they're mostly just faded souls though, so not really of worth. However, the main reward for killing him is, well, if we go up here, we get ourselves a ever so lovely bonfire! As well as, coincidentally, probably one of my favorite NPCs of the entire game. This guy. What say you, man with the blood stains around you?
Oh. Welcome. Welcome. Do you have a lust for blood?
Yeah, I think I'd like to say I do.
Yes, of course. Why else would you be here? Do you give yourself the honor?
I believe I do, yes.
Then you will need blood. Huntsman. Undead blood. like your own. But it's not as easy as you think.
That's so good.
What would he say? Join the Brotherhood of Blood.
What is my decision? I will pass for now.
Well, that's no fun.
Unfortunately, I know, Tetch.
Go back home. This is no place for you.
Oh, don't child me down. This is Techi Gren. He is the Covenant of the Brotherhood of Blood, which is the new Dark Rays of the game. You can only get that dialogue I got for sure if you have a token of spite on you.
You've done well to find me.
But I will speak to him nonetheless and rejoin so I
You
can actually
seek
show you what
blood?
you do. Do I seek blood? I do.
Yes, of course. Do you give yourself?
I do, yes.
I'm dead. But it's not. Well, what do you say?
I will.
That can hardly be the whole story. I want to hear what you really think. You want more than just a little blood. You want to be drenched in blood, mired in its foul stench. Am I right? Am I?
Well, my favorite...
Oh, just say that I'm right.
Well, my helophobic friend, I agree with you. I do. At least I can use you as a merchant. Nothing more.
I knew it. I knew it. Fantastic. You're the best. Now you are a servant of Na Allah. This crest of blood is yours.
This ring allows you to basically increase the build up. I believe the power of bleeding, basically.
Another servant of blood is born. You will serve well. I just know you will.
You can kill him if you want, and you will get his stuff. You can just buy it. I believe he drops the hood and the rest of his stuff, which is his weapon and those robes. You can buy off of Malentia.
Well,
But
what have you?
But as for an actual merchant, he sells the priest chime and the great scythe, a weapon that is usually dear to my heart. You'll sell the equipment of the skeleton lords and the executioner's chariot, but the executioner's chariot he will only sell after you've made it to Drangleic. He also sells a chance to give you more chances to be invaded. Basically, hexing urns, the red sign soapstone, which allows you to leave an invasion sign for duels, and he sells pyromancies. And a lot of good ones at that.
Fine,
But we will leave him alone for now, for that is all we need. And, well, I think with that said, since we have cleared the Purgatory, that'll be it for now. So next time in Dark Souls, we will, well, finish off the other boss that I left behind, unfortunately. So, until then everyone, take care. Bye.